Hello again. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming to this session. Yesterday, we talked about Pakistan and its internal water management, water sharing issues arising out of the Indus Waters Treaty. And we had said that today we would talk about India, and that's what we are going to do now. So today's topic, very briefly, will be interstate water sharing challenges in India. On India's side, following the conclusion of the Indus Waters Treaty, water sharing from the three eastern rivers had to be managed, and such sharing became matters of dispute. Let's go back to 1955. In 1955, the states of Punjab, Rajasthan, and Jammu and Kashmir concluded an agreement regarding the distribution of water from the three eastern rivers of the Indus system. That is to say, the Ravi, the Beas, and the Satluj. Punjab was allocated 7.3 billion cubic, while Rajasthan received 9.9 billion cubic, and Jammu and Kashmir received 0.80 billion cubic. In 1966, what happened is that Punjab was reorganized, and a new state of Haryana was created out of it. As a successor state, Haryana was eligible to receive a share of Punjab's waters. Predictably, the share became a bone of contention between the two states, Punjab and Haryana. As important, the river Yamuna, which flowed through undivided Punjab, now flowed only in Haryana, and it was never considered a part of the 1955 arrangement. Also, water was not released to Haryana as required. In 1976, therefore, Indira Gandhi, then Prime Minister, intervened and directed that of the available 15.2 million acre feet of water from the three rivers, Punjab and Haryana would each receive 3.5 million acre feet. In 1979, Haryana approached the Supreme Court asking for an order to implement the allocation Premier Gandhi's intervention had set. In parallel, a decision was also made to build a 214-kilometer long canal within Punjab and Haryana to connect the Satluj and Yamuna rivers. Actually, PM Gandhi laid a foundation stone for that project. Haryana, on its part, worked on the segment within its territory and completed its part of canal work in June of 1980, but Punjab did not. In 1981, with the support of the central government, therefore, a tripartite agreement amongst Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan was signed that was to reallocate the water of the Ravi and the Beas, for which the canal was again needed. However, the Akali Dal, a Sikh movement, a Sikh holy war movement, in 1982 opposed its construction. This issue was resolved under the 1985 Punjab Accord, which ended the 3-year confrontation. One paragraph 9 in the accord, dealt with water sharing. Pursuant to the accord, farmers of Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan would continue to get water not less than what they were using from the Ravi Bias system as on July 1, 1985. Consumptive use was also unaffected. Quantum of usage was to be verified by a tribunal, which would also decide on the claim of Punjab and Haryana regarding the shares in their remaining waters. The tribunal was, according to this arrangement, to render decisions within 6 months. The accord also talked about the construction of the Satluj Yamuna Link Canal and specified that the canal would be completed by should be completed by August of 1986. By 1986, most work was completed, but one construction segment was stopped due to Punjab's political problems and opposition to the canal. According to news media, some senior engineers and laborers were even killed during the skirmishes. In 1996, therefore, Haryana filed a petition to the Supreme Court requesting it to compel Punjab to build its segment of the canal. Punjab countered by filing a civil suit at the Supreme Court challenging that petition. And in 2002, the Supreme Court directed the Punjab government to complete the construction of the SYL canal within 1 year. To counter this, again, the then Chief Minister of Punjab helmed the Punjab Termination of Waters Agreement 2004, which was unanimously adopted by the Punjab Assembly. The act annulled all earlier accords and awards on the apportionment of river waters between Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan. And it also provided statutory protection to the water flowing to Rajasthan and Haryana. So, faced with this raging interstate row, the central government requested on July 15th from the Supreme Court fresh instruction on the construction of the canal, of the SYL canal. The central government's view was that this act violated earlier Supreme Court judgments. The move came some 10 days after the Punjab Assembly passed the law that had been opposed by Haryana, Rajasthan, and Himachal Pradesh, which had asked the center to take immediate steps to resolve the crisis. In seeking the Supreme Court's ruling on this decision by Punjab, the president asked 4 questions. The 4 questions were related to the legality, constitutionality of what was passed. So basically, it was, are the provision of the Punjab agreement, termination agreement, in accordance with the constitution? Are they in conformity with the provision of Section 14 of Interstate Water Disputes Act, the 78 of Punjab Reorganization Act, notification of 24th March 1976 issued thereunder? Did Punjab validly terminate the 1981 agreement and all other agreements relating to the Ravi Bias waters? And is it discharged from its obligations under the said agreements? And finally, is Punjab discharged from its obligations flowing from the Supreme Court judgments and decisions of 2002 and 2004? These were the questions that the government asked. By the way, there is a typo in point 3. It says terminate the 1991 agreement. It is actually 1981 agreement. Sorry for the typo. And then in 2016, Punjab proposed it proposed something, a Satluj Yamuna link canal rehabilitation, revesting of proprietary rights bill. This bill aimed at returning the expropriated land for free to those from whom it had been expropriated, and the land that was expropriated with the objective of building the canal. Implicitly, this also meant that they did not want to build the canal. However, the bill was not approved by the governor. On July 20 of 2020, the Supreme Court instructed the chief ministers of Haryana and Punjab to negotiate and settle the issue. It also asked the central government to organize a high-level meeting for them to help them reach a consensus to complete the canal. Such a meeting was organized, but Punjab refused categorically to share waters. On May 6th, 2025, very recently, a month ago, the court directed the governments of Punjab and Haryana to cooperate with the center for an amicable solution. This thing is pending, so we will need to see how things evolve. I would also like to talk to you about the Ravi Vyas Water Tribunal very briefly. This three-member tribunal was established in 1986. This was related to the Punjab settlement, the Punjab Accord, and the objective was to adjudicate the matters specified in the settlement. The tribunal gave its report on 31 January of 1987. That report was forwarded to the states in 1987, and Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, and central government's requests for explanation on the report were also forwarded to the tribunal on the 19th of August of the same year of 1987. However, the central government needed further clarification and guidance on the report, which led to multiple extensions over the years. The deadline for the report has recently been again extended to a new date in 2025. So we'll have to see how it goes. And now, I would like to very briefly also talk about this Bhakra-Nangal dispute, which is related to the Indus waters, but slightly different from what we just discussed. But because it is between the same states, it is of relevance to us. Let me mention that after conclusion of the Indus Waters Treaty, a master plan was drawn to utilize the potential of the eastern rivers for irrigation, power, and flood control. Bhakra and the Beas projects formed a part of it. The Bhakra Beas Management Board was established and was tasked with regulating the supply of water and power from Bhakra Nangal and Beas projects to Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, and Chandigarh. According to the recent Bhakra Beas Board allocation, Punjab gets 17,000 cusac, Rajasthan gets 12,400 cusac, and Haryana gets 10,300 cusacs respectively. Haryana sought 8,500 cusac of water from the Bhakra Nangal project, citing a severe drinking water shortage in its western districts. Punjab Chief Minister rejected the request to release that additional 45,000 cusac of water to Haryana. The matter was taken up by the BBMB, the Bhakra board. The board agreed with Haryana's request, with member states Haryana, Rajasthan, and Delhi voting in favor, and Himachal Pradesh abstaining, and Punjab voting against it. Despite the decision of the board, Punjab refused to open additional sluice gates at the Nangal Dam, calling the move unprecedented and forcible, according to media. Haryana, in response, threatened to go to the Supreme Court to enforce its allocation over alleged water supply cuts from the Bhakra Dam. Haryana claimed that Punjab is denying its rightful water share amid a worsening summer crisis. So far, petitions have been submitted by the Bhakra board, the state of Haryana. Uh, there was also a contempt order against Punjab by one of the high courts. The situation is fluid, but at this juncture, nothing can be concluded. So, as a final word, in one sentence, I would simply say that the impact of the Indus regime within India as well as within Pakistan is very clear. The impact is clear, and managing it continues to be a difficult exercise for both countries. So, I would like to stop here. If you have any questions, please send email notes, or if you we will try to respond. If not, you could also ask those questions during our next session, which will be next week. And then at this time, I would like to thank you all for your patience. Thank you very much, and have a great day.